Here's a number that should stop you cold. 67% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck right now. And here's the part nobody talks about. Most of them are in their 30s and 40s. They're earning more money than they ever have before. And somehow, they feel more broke than they did at 22. If that hits close to home, this video is going to change how you think about the next 10 years of your financial life. Because your 30s aren't just another decade. They are the decade. The choices you make between 30 and 39 will either set you up for real wealth or lock you into a cycle of stress that follows you into your 50s and beyond. So let's break down the major money milestones you need to accomplish in your 30s, starting right now. The first milestone is the one most people skip, and it costs them everything. You need a fully funded emergency fund. I'm talking about 3 to 6 months of your actual living expenses sitting in a high-yield savings account, untouched, ready for the moment life throws a curveball. And it will. A Bankrate report from early 2026 found that only 47% of Americans can cover a $1,000 emergency from their savings. That means more than half the country is one car repair, one medical bill, or one job loss away from financial disaster. In your 30s, you don't get to be part of that statistic anymore. This isn't about being paranoid. It's about being prepared. When you have that cushion, you negotiate differently. You make career decisions from a position of strength, not desperation. You sleep better. Everything changes when the safety net is in place. Milestone number 2. Eliminate high-interest debt. I'm talking credit cards, personal loans, anything charging you 15%, 20%, or more. That kind of debt is a wealth destroyer. Every month you carry a balance, you're paying the bank to keep you broke, and it compounds against you in the worst way. If you're in your 30s and still carrying credit card debt, make killing it your top priority. Use the avalanche method. Attack the highest interest rate first, while making minimums on everything else. Or use the snowball method if you need the psychological wins of knocking out small balances. Either way, the goal is the same. Get to zero. Because once that weight is off your back, every dollar you earn starts working for you instead of against you. Now let's talk about milestone number 3. And this is the one that separates the average from the wealthy. You need to be investing consistently for retirement, and your 30s are when the math really starts to matter. Fidelity recommends having 1 times your annual salary saved for retirement by age 30 and 3 times your salary by age 40. So, if you're earning $60,000 a year, you should be aiming for somewhere between $60,000 and $180,000 in retirement savings during this decade. In 2026, you can contribute up to $24,500 to a 401k and up to $7,500 to an IRA. If your employer offers a match, take every penny of it. That's free money. If you're not investing at least 15% of your income toward retirement, you're leaving your future self in a tough spot. And here's the thing about your 30s. Time is still on your side, but the window is narrowing. Every year you wait costs you tens of thousands in compound growth. This is the decade where consistency pays off more than anything else. Milestone number 4. Get your credit score above 740. The average credit score for Americans in their 30s is around 672. That's considered fair. But fair doesn't get you the best mortgage rate. A score above 740 puts you in the very good category, and that's where lenders roll out the red carpet. You get lower interest rates on everything. Cars, homes, business loans, insurance premiums, all of it. Building credit in your 30s means paying every bill on time, keeping your credit utilization below 30%, keeping old accounts open, and being strategic about new credit. Your credit score is your financial reputation. Treat it like one. Milestone number 5 is one most people in their 30s don't even think about, but it might be the most important of all. You need to build at least one income stream outside of your job. Your salary is your foundation, but it's also your single point of failure. If that paycheck disappears tomorrow, what happens? In your 30s, you have the energy, the skills, and the experience to start building something on the side. That could be a freelance skill, a small online business, rental income, dividend investing, or digital products. It doesn't have to replace your salary overnight. It just has to exist. Because once you have money coming in from two directions, your entire financial picture changes. You pay off debt faster, you invest more, you take smarter risks. And over time, that second stream can grow into something that gives you real options. The option to leave a bad job, to take time off, to invest aggressively, to actually live on your terms. Milestone number 6. Get proper insurance and a basic estate plan. Nobody wants to think about this in their 30s, but this is exactly when it matters most. If you have a spouse, kids, or anyone who depends on your income, you need term life insurance. It's cheap in your 30s, and it protects the people you love from financial ruin if something unexpected happens. And while you're at it, set up a basic will, designate your beneficiaries on all your accounts, and consider a healthcare directive. This isn't about being morbid, it's about being responsible. The people who build real wealth don't just think about today, they protect what they're building. Let me bring this all together. Your 30s are not the time to coast. They're the time to build. Emergency fund, debt elimination, consistent investing, strong credit, multiple income streams, and real protection for your future. Hit these milestones, and by the time you're 40, you won't just be doing okay. You'll be ahead of 90% of people your age. And that's not an exaggeration. That's what happens when you make intentional moves during the most important financial decade of your life. If you got value from this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.